Good morning, brave awakened ones. Lady V here, Veronica of Higher Realm Holistics. I'm exhausted, to say the very least. This is NRV New Revelations video, um, 16, part 3. I'm exhausted. Like I said, it was a long night. Okay, and this is part 3 because, excuse me, my video kept being cut off, and not only that, I'm just exhausted from working in two different realms, um, going back and forth. You know, it's a bit taxing. I have to put some serious tea bags on my eyes today, that's for sure. Uh, so Veronica of HigherRealmHolistics.com. Go to my website for webinars, for purchase the webinars on Higher Realm Magic, sessions, t-shirts, and my books. Okay, so this is the rest of the information I received and gathered throughout the night. This is July 9th, right? It all started July 8th. Today is Tuesday, 2019. All right, so we covered a lot. The last two subjects we need to cover, it's about Earth herself. Excuse me. The Earth, number one, Earth changes. Because I was like, oh, do I have to? And I was told, no, this is something I really have to put in. I have to include this. The Earth changes when it comes to all the earthquakes, and with the earthquakes comes the tsunamis, which I've spoken about since last year, especially the West Coast. Um, Now, those that those earthquakes that originally were happening with the swarm of earthquakes, and then the 6.5, and then the 7.1, those were man-made. Those were artificial. Okay. Now, the earthquakes that are popping up around now, like there's a warning in Illinois, and there's earthquake going on in Texas. There's earthquakes, excuse me, that are going to be popping up west of the Mississippi. There's a lot that's going to be popping up west of the Mississippi. Keep an eye on the Dakotas also. That warning I gave last year, 2018. So there's earthquakes popping up all around. And I was told by Gaia herself that she is compensating for the artificial ones. That is why there's a big fissure that opened up in California, 100-foot wide. Of course, mainstream media is not talking about it, but there's alternative news people that are. It's compensation to release the pressure that's being caused artificially. Okay? So the earth won't snap in half. So literally, it's compensation. It's not. It is the dark ones, the deep state. Sorry, don't mean to be rude. I'm just trying to get the energy in. The deep state, the cabal, whatever you want to call them. Yes, they're the ones that caused the original ones that's been happening over in California. And they do want to cause massive death. They want to cause massive destruction. They want to cause massive confusion to deflect from everything that's going on. But the earth is compensating herself for it by opening up fissures, by spreading the energy to other places, by dispelling the energy. Earth herself is participating in all this because it's happening to her body. So that's what's going on with that. What was the other thing? Yes, yesterday I posted that video of me at the beach, and I said the skies look so strange. Yes, there was a ton of chemtrails. Yes, there was geoengineering going on, right? Weather engineering going on. But I've never seen it look like the sky touching the earth on the ocean. and the ocean looking like glass or ice. Because that water, if you look at all my other videos, I post plenty of beach videos, the water always looks clear and beautiful. The water by me is very clear. It's usually aquamarine colored. I've never seen it look like ice before, and I've never seen it that still before. I've been here for almost 11 years. And backstory, what happened before I got to that particular spot, I completed the spell, the conjuring from the 7th, from Sunday, and I was going to go deliver the package, bury it at a beautiful tree. There's lots of beautiful trees on the other side, the marina side. So that's where I was going, taking my bike. Mind you, I live by there. I'm there all the time. So I finished doing that. I'm like, okay, so, you're not supposed to backtrack once you do something like that. So I go all around the full circle. I go all around the entire thing to the beach side and go back home, right? I go full circle from the marina side, it's like a shoehorn, and you go to the beach side, intercoastal around to the beach. So I'm riding my bike. There's only one route to take to go in the shoehorn to go around. And I usually go up on the pier. The entrance to the piers to cross over that I always go on was not there. So it was a whole timeline thing that happened. And I was like, I was like, what the fuck? I had to stop my bike because I would have ended up in the water, literally. I was like riding along. I'm like, where is the entrance that I take? I was like, what the heck's going on? I was like, uh-oh, here we go with this timeline stuff. So I crossed over the grass, and I thought I would end up, because you have the pier, it's all concrete. You have the pier where the boats are, the big boats are, where you have, the fish baiting, the little stores, blah, blah. So I'm crossing over, and I thought, okay, I'll end up on that further part where the stores are. I'm like, this whole section is missing. I'm talking like a good quarter mile missing. I'm like, and I ended up right there, right where the boats, like no stores, no nothing, just one store at the end. And right there where they have the fishing boats. I was like, whoa. And I had to stop my bike. I was like, oh my God. And it was just like maybe 5 feet wide. I'm like, where'd the rest go? So I pedaled along very carefully, picked up my bike, got up on like this little step area, went further back where the one store was, and then rode over the grass through a parking lot to the beach side. That's not the way it goes. That is not the way it goes. So it was a timeline thing. And then when I got to the beach, it was very surreal. I was like, where the freak am I? The dog section was in a different part. It was that's come. I was like, no, I've never seen the sky look like the clouds are touching the ocean, and it was completely different. Look at my other videos. Completely different. And the water never ever looked like that. So I even went in the water, and even standing in the water, it was like I was standing in liquid glass. No color. No color whatsoever. No blue, no green, no nothing. But I could see my feet, and I went pretty far in. I went up to the top of over my knees, and it was like liquid glass or liquid ice, which is water, right? But it was so still, and I was like, what the heck? I didn't film that because I didn't want to drop my phone in the water because it was still water. It just looked like that. So I meditated and I took my happy ass back home. So yeah, that's what was going on. It was a timeline shift that happened. Okay. And it has everything to do with this compensation and this corridor that we're in from the solar eclipse to the lunar eclipse. Okay, we're in like this corridor going through. All right. Just want to let you know that. And also my daughter contacted me and she told me, she's like, did something happen at your house while the baby was there? Because she's terrified of being in her room. She will not stay in her room. She will not sleep in her room. And she loves her room because they just moved. She has a big girl bed and she loves her room. Sometimes my daughter finds her sleeping in it. They just moved there a month ago. She found her sleeping in her closet because she says she loves her own closet, or in the bathroom. She just loves her own space. A very independent baby. She's 2. But my daughter's like, she won't stay. She won't stay at all. And I told her, I said, while she's here, you know, she was having a lot of nightmares, screaming in her sleep, saying she was being chased and she had to go save mommy and daddy. So she's going through the same thing. Remember, she is an angelic soul that came down to help me and my daughter, help me with my daughter. Let's put it that way. She was one of my daughter's guardian angels, just like my son was my guardian angel and incarnated to help me. And they get to ascend. They get to do a big jump in their ascension because angelic souls go through ascension also, or descension. So yeah, so I told my daughter, sage her room. I'd given my daughter some protection crystals and some organite, which I don't know if she kept or not because she was being willfully ignorant and was like, I don't want this shit, and threw the tourmaline right back at me that I gave her for Christmas. I was like, okay, whatever. I gave her some organite, some other stuff, so I don't know if she still has it or not. I told her sage the baby with an open window, put the organite under her bed, whatever. But I'm going to have to do my thing to help her out. Because I'm surprised her little ethereal body didn't come to me like it always does whenever she needs help. But I know she's soldiering on just like we do. We are. Those of us who are, you know, working 2 realms. I know she works 2 realms also. Okay, guys. So that's it. Long report. So soldier on, peeps. Soldier on. We got the victory. And yeah, it's exhausting, but it's 2 years. The next couple of years till 2020, it's going to be a doozy. A lot unfolding. A lot of truth coming out. We're going to be anchoring that Holy Spirit energy, you know, to really give a punch to that awakening for the collective to awake and to give us a big boost on top of that. So we got a lot, you know, we got a lot coming. You know, that solar eclipse, I'm very curious to see where we end up on the other side of that eclipse. And especially with yesterday, with that whole surreal between worlds thing that I went through yesterday. So be vigilant. Yeah, Earth is relieving a lot of the stuff being done to her, opening fissures, releasing pressure everywhere and stuff like that. Again, that other side, they're not going to stop till the last one of them drops. And we're not going to stop either. Okay? So, yeah, next couple of years, cleanup is going to be a doozy. All right? Lady V out. Go to higherrealmholistics.com. And yeah, I have the webinar coming up on Saturday, this Saturday, the 13th, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's for dispelling anger, the anger energy with the angst energy and the rage energy, which is really attacking our children and people around us, around the light workers and light warriors. That is why we're being attacked so hard. And I just want to dispel that energy because it is going at the kids in my family strong and hard. Okay, so peace. See you there. Go to higherrealmholistics.com to register.